Hey guys, it's Home from Wrestling Inc. back with another wrestling news roundup. Without any further ado, let's get into today's biggest stories in the world of professional wrestling. AEW stars appear on WWE Raw for John Cena's 20th anniversary. Heading into last night's WWE Raw, fans expected the focus to be on the 20th anniversary of one of the greatest pro wrestling stars of all time, John Cena. Legends like Trish Stratus, Triple H, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and others appeared in tribute video message on the show, heaping praise on the legacy Cena has created over the past 2 decades. But 2 of the featured stars that appeared during the tribute messages are currently signed with All Elite Wrestling, showing that the 2 continue working together harmoniously for small appearances when it is appropriate. Bryan Danielson, formerly recognized as Daniel Bryan in WWE, and Paul White, formerly known as The Big Show, both appeared in video messages to show their love for John Cena. In addition to this, Chris Jericho, also appearing for AEW, appeared during the video messages. Crossovers between the 2 entities first began when the inaugural AEW World Champion Chris Jericho appeared on Stone Cold Steve Austin's The Broken Skull Sessions after Night 2 of WrestleMania 37 in 2021. In his interview, available in the WWE section of the Peacock Network, Jericho even talked about signing with All Elite Wrestling and how becoming their first world champion impacted his career. AEW President Tony Khan reportedly granted permission to WWE to interview several of AEW's top stars for the John Cena tribute package that aired on Monday's WWE Raw. According to Fightful Select, WWE contacted Khan to seek his permission and received the green light to conduct the interviews. Given the circumstances surrounding the videos, Khan was said to be okay with the content and provided his approval. A WWE source told Fightful that they were able to land virtually everyone they hoped to for the Cena congratulatory videos. As noted previously, the likes of Bryan Danielson, Paul White, and Chris Jericho made cameo appearances on the show to congratulate Cena on his 20-year WWE anniversary. Quote, "Wishing John Cena congratulations on 20 years of hustle, loyalty, and respect," Jericho said, "one of my all-time favorite opponents." This wasn't the first instance of Jericho returning to WWE television in some capacity since joining AEW. Last year, on the WWE Hall of Famer Stone Cold Steve Austin's Broken Skull Sessions podcast, Jericho spoke candidly about his reasons for signing with AEW and even went as far as to criticize WWE's booking of his WrestleMania 33 match against Kevin Owens. In fact, Jericho openly admitted that WWE's handling of his feud against Owens contributed to his WWE exit. Other WWE legends who congratulated John Cena on Raw include JBL, Steve Austin, Stephanie McMahon, Randy Orton, and Kurt Angle. John Cena returns to WWE Raw for 20-year anniversary. Call him Dr. Thugonomics, call him Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, call him Legend, whatever you may call him, you know his name, John Cena. As noted, the 16-time WWE World Champion made his return to Raw yesterday evening to celebrate 20 years since he first debuted in the company. 2 decades later, Cena has made his stamp on World Wrestling Entertainment that is undeniable to every fan that has kept up with his journey. Vince McMahon himself made a special appearance on WWE television to welcome Cena down to the ring for his anniversary celebration. Parts of the Raw roster lined up the sides of the entrance ramp as he made his entrance and said his signature "Let's go to work" before running down to the ring. On the mic, Cena said that today marks his WWE birthday. You can feel the potent energy and hear the noise of where they're at, so there is no better place to have his birthday. He joked a bit about his jorts and then transitioned to a speech about how last night has nothing to do with anything that he has ever done. For him, the 20th anniversary shows that people have cared about him enough for 2 decades so he could be himself and stay relevant. There were times when the fans hated him, and there were times when the fans loved him. But regardless, he wanted to take the time to thank the WWE Universe. The crowd erupted into a "Thank you Cena" chant as John Cena beams proudly. He said, quote, "Thank you for moments like those and thank you for making me who I am." He said that the WWE prepared him for anything, and that's because of how the fans interacted with him throughout the years. Because of the fans, his experiences in his career, he is a better professional. He is a better husband, and he has learned humility, perseverance, and giving absolutely everything he has, just like the WWE fans do at live shows. He mentioned his age and explained that he wasn't sure when he'll be in the ring next. It isn't going to be just one match when he returns, but he is uncertain when that time will come. Cena, full of emotion, said that this entire celebration is all about us, not about him. He hyped up the crowd one final time and said, "That's the sound of us, and we're just started. With long last, if you want some, come get some." Cena exited and threw his merch at the fans as he exited. Top advertised match pulled from WWE Raw. In a surprising turn of events, the advertised Ezekiel vs Kevin Owens Money in the Bank qualifying match never took place on Raw this week. The match was seemingly replaced by a last chance battle royal, which was won by Riddle, who clinched the final spot in the Red Brand Superstars in Saturday's men's Money in the Bank ladder match. The seventh and final spot in the ladder match will be taken by a SmackDown superstar this Friday. As seen previously, WWE is advertising the Ezekiel vs Owens match a few hours prior to Raw and even teased the possibility of Owens wrestling Elias or Elrod instead of Ezekiel. In an update as to why Kevin Owens missed the match, despite being advertised for it, Kevin Owens was not on the show this week, although the situation is only a minor one, according to Dave Meltzer on the latest Wrestling Observer radio show. Owens did take to Twitter in order to address the fact that he wasn't at the show, tweeting, quote, "I didn't want to go to Texas, so I didn't go. Leave me alone." Major heel turn teased on WWE Raw. Could Dominic Mysterio be turning to the dark side soon? On Monday's WWE Raw, the Judgment Day's Damian Priest and Finn Balor confronted the Mysterios in the backstage area. The segment began with Balor listing out Rey Mysterio's long list of accomplishments in WWE. Quote, "You are loved and respected by everyone in the business," Balor told Rey. "So I'm a little confused. What is it that you're not teaching Dominic?" At this point, Priest interjected to make a case for Dominic to join the Judgment Day. Quote, "Our door is always open, especially for the people who are tired of hearing the same thing over and over again and are being led by so-called leaders that just lead you down the wrong path." Priest then spoke to Dominic in Spanish, which led to Rey responding with a few words of his own. In conclusion, Balor would blame Dominic's underwhelming WWE career on bad parenting. Quote, "Maybe it's not bad luck, maybe it's a bad father," Balor told Dominic. The segment ended with the Mysterios challenging Priest and Balor to a tag team match on next week's Raw, which would emanate from their hometown of San Diego, California. Dominic Mysterio last won a match on WWE TV on the May 29 Raw, where the Mysterios and Ezekiel defeated Chad Gable, Otis, and Kevin Owens in a 6-person tag team match. He last won a singles bout on the February 7th Raw, defeating The Miz in an upset victory. So what are your thoughts on today's Wrestling News Roundup? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Be sure to like and subscribe to Wrestling Inc. and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.